Hey guys, it's November 7th, 2023. Happy New Year. And gobble gobble, we're going to go over some special turkey recipes after the show for VIP members only. Season 2, episode 46 with Ryan Blaney, who's a NASCAR driver, which I don't watch, so I don't know who that is. A mixed martial artist that I don't know because I don't watch it. And Jacqui Gifford. I don't know. She the daughter of Al Gifford, the guy, the football, Frank Gifford, the guy that died, and the gold digger Kathy Lee, who was also, Kathy Lee, who was the host of Live with Regis, her ex-husband, their granddaughter, is now on the show with foodie destinations. Basically, she's going to say, hey, here's a place to go eat that I like. And where's another place? Well, here's a place if you like Spanish food. Here's a place if you like seafood. Here's a place if you like vegetarian. Here's a destination. Look. Go pick a restaurant, go eat. You shouldn't rely on some person on TV to tell you where to go eat. Chances are she's picking places that are out of your price range. Get your ass off the couch, go to a computer, use your tablet, take your phone, find out a place, buy your house to go eat and eat some damn food. I don't know why you're waiting for some person to tell you where to eat. And look, it's November 7th, and I want you to see something. Season 2, episode 46 on November 6th. And check this out. Season 2, episode 45, also on November 6th. 2:45 on November 6th. 2:46, November 7th. That's the correct, right? 2:46 is on season 2, episode 46 on November 7th. But look, when you click here, season 2, episode 46 with Ryan Blaney. Season 2, episode 46, 11/6, not 11/7. They fucked up. Some intern with a lot of money or some college graduate messes up, gets paid $130,000 a year. They mess up, it's okay, right? Your grandson or your granddaughter busting their ass, bussing tables, working at a restaurant, messes up one time, could lose their job because the manager isn't friends with them or doesn't want to bang them. Hey, you showed up 3 minutes late and you accidentally gave a Zinfandel when you were supposed to give a Chablis, or you poured a Pinot Grigio. It was supposed to be a Chardonnay. Simple accident, you're fired. Get the fuck out of here. Anyways, enjoy the show. Happy Halloween. And remember, polar bears on the pants equal more likes and subscriptions. I wrote that. I'm a rapper. All right. Let me know what the weather's like with a smash on the like button. Or just type it. I don't care. Love you. Jesus Christ is cool.
November 7th, 2023. It's Election Day.
Election Day, that's
Get
right.
out there and vote.
There's kids here. There are kids here. Anytime there are kids in the house, I know it's Election Day.
Is that new?
No.
They've always let kids off school? I didn't get off school when there was Election Day.
Yes, you did.
Because there are
I did?
Yes, you did.
Sometimes.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Back when we went to school?
Back when we went to school, we had off for Election Day because they put the election machines in the lunchroom.
Ah, okay.
That's why you were home on those days.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just letting you know. And that's why our kids were also off on Election Day, even though they didn't have the voting machines in the school, which really irritated me. I was like, no, only if there's an election happening within the school should the school be closed.
Right.
But that's
not it.
Yeah, our kids' schools, any opportunity to give the kids a day off.
Yeah.
So
is the website up for the coffee mugs, the Christmas coffee mugs, or the holiday coffee mugs?
Normal.
Back to normal. There was a run on coffee mugs.
We broke the internet.
Yeah.
We don't want to brag, but we broke
the internet.
So you can tell it's Tuesday already. Can't you tell it's Tuesday?
Tuesday.
I can see some more. Now, you ran the New York City Marathon. Did you just finish? listen, if I were you, I wouldn't take that medal off for at least 5 years. I would like wear it forever. It's very good. Congratulations.
Now, I saw that our friend David Muir participated in the marathon, but they ran
a
stages.
relay. They had a relay.
Relay?
They did a relay. Yeah,
We should do a relay.
sure. I think they invite you every year to do that. Go for it.
I could do the relay.
Come on.
What's that, 5 miles?
real
Run 5
thing.
miles? 3 miles? They ran 3? So
Really?
8 of them ran 3 or 9? Yeah. 3.5? We could do that. I could run 3 miles.
You're not going to want to do it. Here's the thing. I know you. You're not going to want
I
to do
could run 3 miles right now.
it. Go for it. We'll wait. We'll wait.
Some Kelly today.
Do they all get medals? They all get
I think
Yeah.
they did.
they all
Wait,
did?
it's even if you run in the relay, you get the necklace?
Maybe a special necklace.
That's what I call it, a necklace. That's the only reason to run or participate in any sport for me. I need to know I'm going to get some hardware at the other end. And I've run in a couple of things where there was no necklace available, and I was literally belligerent. What do you mean? I ran this thing for the necklace.
We have some fast runners. We could have some fast runners on the staff, right?
Yeah. Definitely. Love
Jen
the marathon.
Jan,
Jen Chalet,
Aiden,
Yeah.
Aiden for sure.
you could run up. You're pretty fast. Well, you're pretty fast.
When I am under the threat of competition,
Yeah, you're
I'm the
lightning.
fastest person you've ever met.
Lightning.
But here's why I'm going to be honest. I have not entered the New York City Marathon for a couple of reasons. Number one is self-preservation, because I know myself. I will keep up with the elite runners for the first 1 mile. And then I will die of a heart attack. And I
They're running
will
so
be,
fast. I mean,
no, I will be pacing them for 1 mile, and then I will die of a heart attack. And I know that about myself. And knowing who you are fundamentally
That's
is
right.
most of the battle.
That's right.
Which is why I've never run in the New York City Marathon. Because the idea of people passing me is almost incomprehensible.
Yeah.
And so
I think you can play hang
can't
with them for-
lose, so I will die trying. And it's just what's the point at
Yeah,
that?
you guys
Right.
preserve your life.
Preserve your life.
And I like that they finished in Central Park.
Yes.
That's so beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Also, Central Park was named the country's top spot for leaf peeping.
Oh.
Seeing the colors change.
Who did they poll? And
I'm not sure, but I guess it's the urban landscape. There's so many people here able to walk through Central Park, and there's so many trees.
Yeah.
I haven't really been through there since the leaves have been at peak.
We get a delayed, in
Yeah.
New York, it's such a dome of heat that we really do get quite a delayed fall foliage experience,
Yes.
I have to say, because up in Michigan,
It happened already.
oof,
Yeah.
it's like,
Speaking of dome of heat, it is going to be 69 degrees
Wow.
today in Central Park. But then it starts going down. By next week, it's going to be the high in the 40s, like a real fall.
is everybody else a little off because of that extra hour we got?
Yes.
Because I now, once again, we were in bed at a freakishly early time last night, and then we woke up
Early.
ridiculously
4:30,
early.
yeah.
So we are still on daylight savings time. When I'm your president, two things are going to happen.
Let me light this for you.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Your cigar.
When I'm your president, number one, in the word daylight saving, we're going to take the S back. It's going to be daylight savings
Yes.
time, the way everybody does it.
Right.
First order of business. That's it for day
Are
one.
we just going to fall back?
And then item two is we're going to get rid of the whole concept. Because
Sometimes those stay the same, right? They don't change.
A few, yeah.
They don't change.
Like Arizona.
Yeah.
And
They don't.
yeah. And guess what? They're fine. Ask them. Everybody seems happy over there. They're perfectly happy. And when you ask them, why are you so happy? We don't do that daylight savings thing that you do.
Did you know New York City has a new goal? Everyone lives to at least 83.
Okay.
I think
What are we living
78,
to currently?
78, I think.
Yeah.
78. That's the average life expectancy in New York City. Get out.
Yeah.
And then there's a life expectancy table for us. And if you make it to the age of 52, for me, it says I'm expected to live until 78.
Okay.
And you're expected to live to 82 and a half. So what are you going to do with those 4.5?
Oh my gosh, guys, let me tell you what's going to happen for 4 years.
4.5.
4.5 years.
Yes.
That rooms will be heated at a temperature where I feel comfortable.
What's the temp?
I would say like 78 degrees.
Rolling over in my grave.
Yeah.
Rolling over.
You'll be
rolling over.
twisting.
Twisting.
The television will always be on the channel I choose.
Okay.
The lights will be on, even if I'm not in the room.
But that's not responsible.
When I air condition the room, I will open the door and let the air out like I'm air conditioning the whole neighborhood.
Will you continue to put all your stuff in my area?
Oh, listen. My stuff will be moved into.
You haven't waited till I've died. You do that now.
Well, every time you go out of town, I occupy the whole closet.
I know.
Yeah. It's just going to be a free for all. There's not going to be like food in the house that you love, and all of those irritating water bottles will be gotten rid of. The screw top things where you clank around.
I don't drink out of plastic. Aluminum canteen.
Guess what?
Yeah.
They have glass bottles for that.
We have glass bottles.
I know, but you don't carry those around.
I'm not going to carry a glass bottle to the gym. That's dangerous. What is it about? What is it about the aluminum cans that you hate?
I told you.
The noise?
Yes, the noise. The noise. And when I talk to myself, I'll actually be talking to myself instead of talking to you. Instead of talking to another person who then, like my girlfriend Elsa came this morning to the house at like 6:30 in the morning. Her flight arrived early. And Mark looked at me and he's like, what's Elsa doing here? And I go, we had a whole conversation about this last night. And he looked at me like he had never heard such a thing, which proves my point that when I speak, he, and I suspect some of you gentlemen that I'm staring at right now, also don't listen to a word I'm saying.
You guys do the same.
Huh?
You do the same. I say things to you and you're like, and I'll be leaving for an appointment, like, where are you going? And I say, I'm leaving for that appointment. And I don't say, I don't say this thing. Once again, proof that you don't listen to me. Because I'm evolved. I'm an evolved human. I know that the capacity there is limited to hear all the stuff. It's stuff.
You're not that evolved.
But let me tell you this.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to beat that 26 years I have left.
Yeah.
I'm going to beat it.
Does that scare you that you're
26 years? Our son's 26 years old.
You've only got our sons. You've only got our son's life
to live.
Yeah,
no. But I take so many supplements, vitamins. I've got, what are these things called? The weekly planners, the pill box.
The pill organizer?
I've got a morning box.
Obviously, it hasn't helped your memory.
I've got an afternoon box, and I've got an evening box filled to the brim. I'm a chemistry project.
We'll see.
Right?
it's so true.
Are you going to miss me filling up those little boxes every?
Oh, that's the first thing that's going to go. First thing is going to go are your bags of supplements and your pill boxes. Or maybe I'll put jewelry in them. I think I'll repurpose them. And if something should happen to me, what are you going to do first?
Well,
which, by the way.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about that. I will wear black for like those little ladies in Sicily.
He's gonna fuck your sister.
In my life.
Oh,
Yeah. I will.
Do you think your new wife that you meet at my viewing will object to that?
Well, she'll just be getting out of college, so I'll see if she can make it between classes.
I hope I go first so I can haunt you. I will put your pills in the wrong box.
watch where you dig them.
I love that story.
Hey, Gen Zers, any Gen Zers here? Any? It's a TV show. Yeah, you can't raise your hand. You gotta applaud.
There's one.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
And what is Gen Z? What years?
Like your kids.
Like my kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so it's been 10 years. So most of your lives, the word selfie was listed as an Oxford Dictionary word of the year.
Wow.
Which, by the way, it feels like selfie's been around a lot longer than that. Now there's a new pose. You know, remember the duck face? They're saying the scrunch face is the new viral TikTok trend of the moment. You guys probably already know this because you're Gen Zers, but this is the scrunch face that they're saying is like the new duck face. I don't know who this is, by the way. This came with this
That
face.
looks like a face at every college party, like around 2 a.m.
I would like to.
How would you know? You looking for your next wife already?
On the play. Okay. I invented the scrunch face. Yes, I did. 2 years ago, when I shot the back cover of my book, I invented the scrunch face. There it is. Yeah. That was me trying to make an expression after having just gotten Botox.
You're smiling.
That was all. That was all I could come up with. They were like, "Give us a different look, but besides the smile." And I was like, I'll try."
I learned a new one. It's called the 0.5.
What's the 0.5?
Do you guys know about the 0.5? 0.5?
What's the 0.5?
You know how you can you go and you can zoom. It's one zoom out. 0.5 kind of makes everything like that.
Okay.
And you go like that, and you do a 0.5, and it kind of gives you a long shot. I learned that at Notre Dame this past weekend.
You learned that from the kids?
All the kids wanted to do it. They go, "Do you want to do a 0.5?" And I say, "Is that like White Claw?" And they're like, "What?" No, 0.5. And then, we'll do a 0.5. Yeah. It's cool.
We did it on the show a couple of years ago. Yeah.
We did it here?
Yeah.
You did?
Oh,
you and Ryan.
Oh, Ryan and I did it.
Yeah.
See? He's a millennial.
We have a great show for you today.
Huge show.
Yep.
NASCAR Cup Series champion Ryan Blaney is here.
Also, UFC champ Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Sugar Sean is here?
Sugar Sean.
What color is his hair?
The color of his hair is a nice, bleached, I think, white, or like a white hair.
It's white right now?
I think so.
Oh, really?
So, like a blonde.
Okay, I didn't
Well,
say.
blonde and white are two different colors. If you bleach your hair, it's not turning white. You have to paint your hair white. You fucking dumb. That's what happens when you go to a Catholic molestation college. They talk about cameras and molestation and painting your hair.
Yeah, I didn't see.
We'll see when he comes out.
I didn't see him when he arrived, and I was curious what color his hair would be.
It's pretty
always
cool. It's always different colors.
Technicolor hair. Yeah. And we continue Great Getaways Week with looks at destinations for foodies.
Yeah.
Before we get to the game, the reason you all showed up, it's time to reveal Mark's October mug robbing results.
Ooh.
Let's see how well Mark is doing at keeping mugs from our trivia callers.
I bet he's less than 30%.
In the daily face-off between Mark and our trivia callers,
27%.
your October average is
27%.
0.619.
That's
Is that good?
Yeah. If I was playing baseball and
Shut
I was
the
hitting
fuck-
points,
stop
600.
with your fucking baseball and let's stop with that. We already went through this shit. And you even acknowledge it. Now you're saying it again. That's the easiest one. See, you fucking use the most terrible analogy, the most unrealistic analogy to make yourself sound good. Oh, if I was a baseball player and I was batting what is it?
9.
Wow.
Is that good?
Yeah.
0.619. If I was a baseball player and I was batting 619, I'd be in the Hall of Fame. If you're a baseball player and you're batting 619, it's probably like the first week of the season. Okay? It's more of a free throw percentage you have to compare it to. If you were shooting 61% from the free throw line, that's worse than Shaquille O'Neal. All right? So stop using the fucking baseball analogy. Fucking 61%. That's unrealistic in baseball.
Results. Let's see how well Mark is doing at keeping mugs from our trivia callers. In the daily face-off between Mark and our trivia callers, your October average is 0.619.
Woo! So you're telling me that if you got like 30% right, even if you got like 27% right, which is terrible, you'd be saying, well, 20. If I was batting 273 in baseball, I'd be like batting like the top 20, one of the top 20 hitters in the major leagues. It's fucking. Just talk about a cocky, narcissistic little prick.
Average is
growing up to be a fucking. He dyes his hair. He takes supplements. He gets injections and lipo. Talk about an insecure fucking cunt product.
Yeah. If I was playing baseball and I was hitting 619, I would be Hall of Famer status.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, your September average was 0.526.
It was off. Yeah,
Okay.
it was off.
What the fuck? If you were batting fucking 520 in the major leagues, you'd be Hall of Fame too. No one bats 520 or 619. So how is 619 Hall of Fame status and fucking good? But then if you're batting 520, all of a sudden, that's not good. That's not good. What the fuck? Even your bullshit is fucking unorganized.
Average was 0.526.
It was off. Yeah,
Okay.
It was off. I was still in summer
would you
mode.
like to hear your career average?
Oh, yeah. Let's hear it. Okay, let's hear it.
6 months here is a career.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. I'm still waiting for career status. It takes women longer here. Okay. Your career average is 0.579.
Good. All right. Just robbing one mug at a time.
Okay, let's see.
We'll check your average again at the end of this
All
month.
right.
How do we...
Not so good.
Not so good.
Not so good.
All right. You all know what time it is, right, everyone?
How did we
It's
start
time
out
to
on this
play.
That was pretty good. All right. Let's say hello to Joan Jankowski from Scottsdale, Arizona, who watches the show on KPNX. How you doing, Joan?
Hi, I'm doing great. Good morning, you guys. Hey, Mark, I'm going to try to kill your good score.
Yes, Joan, that's what I like. Combative. Also, I adore your bob. When I see your haircut, it makes me want to cut my hair.
It's very
Well, here it's good for very straight hair because there's no humidity.
That's true. Very true.
Okay, here, you know how to play this game, right? You give us two statements. One is true, one is false. I have 60 seconds to decide which is the truth. If you stump me, you'll win this. These are cute. I was the coach for my son's t-ball team, or I was coach for my son's swim team.
Oh, wow. One of those. So you were a coach? Okay. So basically the question is, what sport is my son most likely to play? And let's see, what state is she from? Because that might say something. I mean, I know they swim everywhere, but still. Where is she from? God. Scottsdale, okay, Arizona. They swim in Arizona. I think I'm just going to go with Arizona.
If you stump me, you'll win this. you.
I'm just gonna say it's true that you coached your son's swim team because I don't see a lot of females coaching their son's little league baseball team. If that's sexist, then fine. I'm fucking sexist. Judgmental, sure. Stamp it on me. Don't give a fuck.
I was the coach for my son's t-ball team, or
Which that's
I was
easier.
coach for my son's swim team.
I mean, it would make sense that if she was the t-ball coach, which was just might have been just, you know, a lot of coaches in t-ball, they put on a shirt and all they do is they keep track of the books. They just sit down with a book and they just keep track. You walked, you struck out, you walked, you struck out, and then you say, hey, Billy, you're up next, and that's considered a coach. So this would be a good one. If she was a t-ball coach, this would be a great one. And then I'm telling you, picking swim team because she's in Arizona, that's a great lie to tell, and it's realistic. And and the t-ball. See, here's the thing: she shouldn't have said t-ball. If that's the truth, she could have gotten away with just saying little league team, and then let them use their stupid ass heads to come up with an age because he might think you're like 10 or 11 years old. Once you say t-ball, you're giving them information that you don't need to. Unnecessary information giving. I'm going to say T-ball team is the lie, and it's true you coach the swim team.
I was coach for my son's
because you're old,
swim team.
and I judge old people.
Wow.
All right.
Look at this. The picture right there is on the water.
Scottsdale. All right. What are some of the events in the swim that you had to coach for the swim team?
Okay, it was a neighborhood swim team when we lived in Houston during the summer. So we gathered.
We didn't ask you
the kids
that.
were bored. So we decided to set up a swim team in the neighborhood pool. So we had like 5 kids on a team. We had 6 teams, and they competed against each other. Kept them busy for the summer.
But not any particular stroke, anything, just swimming?
No, we had them do the freestyle. We used to call that the crawl.
Okay.
And then they tried the butterfly, which was hysterical for little kids. They looked like they were going to drown.
Okay.
Same for adults.
And how about T-ball? How did that go? Were you guys successful? And how did your son feel about it?
So here's the thing. She's telling a whole bunch of information that no one asked, and she's giving him information that he didn't ask, which usually in his head is a sign that someone is lying. But I think enough people that watch the show know that he thinks that's a sign of lying. So people will do that intentionally. So he thinks they're lying. And in this case, he would say that the swim team is a lie because of all the information she's given. Therefore, the T-ball team is the truth. But since she knows that he knows that, chances that she is purposely given information not asked about the swim team, so that way he'll say the T-ball team is the truth when the swim team was the truth all the time, right? But now he knows that people are doing that. People know that he knows. So now he knows that people will lie about, will go on and on about the lie, which would be the swim team. But he knows that people know he knows. So now he knows that people are lying about the truth, are going on and on about the truth instead of the lie, which would lead him to believe that the swim team is the truth and that the T-ball is the lie. So now does she know that he knows that she knows, or that's the game? Is it an odd or even of I know she knows? Like what kind of game of chess are you playing? So I think that the T-ball is a lie, the swim team is the truth. She's going to tell him a bunch of stuff that she didn't ask to lead him to believe that the swim team is the lie. But she anticipates that he knows that she is saying that, right, about she's going on about it, about the truth, hoping that he thinks that's the lie and that he'll guess the truth. But he knows that she's going on and on about the truth, hoping he'll pick the lie, and therefore where he would usually guess the opposite of the one she's going on and on about, he's actually going to guess the subject that she's going on and on about and the swim team. And I think that he's going to get it right and guess the swim team and agree with me, except he had to ask questions and listen to her. And I just guessed it with simple logic and common sense. It is true that you were the coach for your son's swim team. And I think he'll get it right, unless he overthinks, which he might do, because again, he's a fucking idiot has a family tree of idiots.
And how about T-ball? How did that go? Were you guys successful?
And
how did your son feel
male
about it?
bimbos.
Oh, he's still very proud. He's quite a bit older now,
Lie.
but he does bring up that my mom was my T-ball coach.
That's a lie. Fucking kids that are teenagers don't give a shit about what they did in T-ball or their T-ball accomplishments. No teenager goes and brags and says, my mom was my t-ball coach, and they don't brag and say my team won fucking first place when I was 7 off I hitting a stationary ball. That's all a lie.
When he was 5 years old.
That's all a lie. And t-ball started for me when I was 6, not 5. That's all a lie. This is all bullshit. She's lying to your face.
He's still very proud. He's quite a bit older now, but he does bring up that my mom was my t-ball coach when he was 5 years old.
Liar. You're a
It was again a neighborhood through the Y. And the dads couldn't do it. So another mom and I said, okay, we'll coach, which was hysterical because neither one of us had ever played baseball. And the first kid off the tee, one of the kids went to third base, that kind of thing. So
liar.
All right.
But it was a lot of fun. The kids had a good time.
Liar.
And they don't keep score. So
You don't keep score. Okay.
not in T-ball.
I do here. I keep score here.
It's not about winning, Mark. It's about learning.
Joan is a good mom.
She's a good mom. You know what? I know what the true answer is, because you said something very clear to me that only a mom would remember and would say with such pride. And the fact that you said your son still talks about how proud he was.
That's
that
a
you were
lie.
his t-ball coach. And
That's
you
a
said
lie.
That, and that rang true to me.
You're falling
because
for
my
it.
mom would say something like that.
Yeah,
and
but your
you would
mom
say
is
something
the
like that. That's a
opposite. She's
mom
not
thing.
smart.
So I'm gonna
She
say
made you.
that
You're
the true
going to get it
statement
wrong.
Is that you're the coach
Wrong.
for your son's t-ball team?
Wrong. You fucking
I'm
wrong.
not getting the mug.
Oh, fuck my horse ass.
I don't know.
Monster.
Oh, Joan, I'm sorry. You didn't win a mug or a t-shirt. I do feel bad about this today. But at least your son was proud. But you still have a chance to win a great trip. And it's time to fall into the holiday travel trivia.
I will do this. You better like that like button because I'm doing this. Or dislike. I think I messed up there. Is that a disc? I think I know about as much of about spinal injuries as Mark's parents know about raising a good kid. Oh, what did I do? Okay, was that good? I think that's a C plus. Or according to the Mark Consuelo's grading scale, an A minus. I need some steroids and crack cocaine.
From Palmyra, Pennsylvania. Incredible. You're obviously a professional dancer.
Are you a professional dancer?
No.
No?
No.
That's just something you came up with?
Just for fun, yeah. Just a little improv, yeah.
You're incredible. Those extensions were gorgeous.
But you took classes when you were younger,
Will
right?
you please spin the wheel so that Joan can win a gorgeous prize?
Yes.
Since Mark is around.
Is it going to be your daughter's armpits? Because those are pretty gorgeous. I'm just making this up as a monologue improvised for my SNL audition.
Gentlemen,
I'm talking to a
screaming
mirror.
Don't get soft.
I'm talking to a mirror.
All right, Joan, you're playing for a treat for two to the Los Establos Boutique Inn in Panama.
Oh, it looks so
8
lonely.
days, 7 nights in a premium suite. It includes 3 meals daily. That's all the meals. 1 excursion per day. It's a prize valued at $8,000. You have 20 seconds and only 1 guest, Joan. Good luck.
All right, here we go. Here we go, Joan. On yesterday's show, we talked with Gary Turner,
Yes.
the Golden Bachelor.
Vagina.
How many marathons did Gary say he has run?
3,
9.
Yes!
4, 9. Why are you high-fiving her because of that?
You and a guest will enjoy 8 days and 7 nights at the Los Establos Boutique Inn in Panama. Situated on 16
People, don't
acres
you
of
know,
coffee
don't
farm,
you know,
Los
it's
Establos
about time.
Boutique Inn
I got peanut butter, jelly, and I'm gonna commit crimes. Go to the bank, I ain't fake. This is a real one. Give me the ones, give me the combination to the safe. You know that we won't stop. Oh yeah, I'm gonna use this money on fake body for me.
Your prize is valued at approximately $8,000.
Oh my god, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you trying to suck the milk out of his nipples?
Sorry. I just wanted our audience to see how much preparation Mark puts into this. He had all written out here the different swim strokes and how many meters they all are. And he didn't want me to show you this, so he crumbled it up and shoved it down his shirt.
So you're telling me he's cheating just like the University of Michigan football program. I see where you get it. And what's your son's record in Michigan? It's like 0-8, isn't it? You cheaters.
Strokes and how many
You're
meters
fake and
they all
phony.
are. And he didn't want me to show you this, so he crumbled it up and shoved it down his shirt. Like I wasn't going to go down there to get it.
I would say you could have shoved it down your pants, but that wouldn't have worked either.
Oh, I almost touched them enough.
Joan, congratulations. Good for you.
Thank you. And
But that's bullshit, because you know what that does is that tells you that the show gives Mark the two options ahead of time. So that means like early this morning, someone came to him and said, "Hey, here." See, that means he's cheating to get a leg up. That's why he's losing when you first find out about it and ask questions. So now he's going to the show person and saying, when you know the person, what their options are, give them to me ASAP. So now like 6 a.m, 7 a.m, this dude has someone come to him and say, maybe even the night before, and he gets a piece of paper saying, okay, she's going to say that she coached her son's t-ball team or swim team. And then he has all this time to prepare with questions. And then he asks her the questions, and then he could judge whether he's getting the person's getting those questions wrong or right, because he'll ask some questions and then they answer it. And he has no idea if they're telling the truth. So he has to cheat and get down all these facts. And then he basically, I mean, it puts him at a significant advantage. That's bullshit. And then he's going to get, his average is going to go up, and he's going to be like Jose Altuve of the Astros and be like, oh, I just waited for the pitch I saw in order my practice. Bullshit. He's cheating, and then he's going to try to sell us, the audience, on that's how smart he is and how good he is. That's how much he can't stand fucking losing a simple fucking game, that he has to fucking cheat so he could fucking fool you into thinking that he's fucking smarter than he is, because God forbid fucking we find out the secret that you are a fucking moron with a 5th grade fucking intelligence level. Just accept it. No one fucking believes you, you fucking liar.
Oh, I almost touched
Cheater,
them enough.
liar, thief.
Congratulations. Good
Just
for
like
you.
Eddie Guerrero, the fucking wrestler. Do your research on the internet, my viewers.
Of our studio audience, who will receive a Roomba vacuum from iRobot. So please pick a number between 1 and 120.
Can't fucking cheat.
25.
25.
I bet this fucking guy would fucking cheat playing tic-tac-toe against his kids when they were like 4 and 5 years old. Because he can't fucking lose. He'll cheat.
And 120.
Fucking insecure fucking
25.
spawn
25.
of cunt. Disgusting fucking excuse for a fucking parent to fucking pass those skills on and teach that. and think that you're fucking celebrated. Jeffrey Epstein, O.J. Simpson, Mark Consuelos. You can go on an island and all go fuck yourselves.
Destinations for the foodie in your life. UFC star Sean O'Malley. And coming up next, NASCAR Cup winner Ryan Blaney. Total by Variety.
And scene. That was a monologue, a dramatic monologue for a reading for an audition for a Broadway show and for my Saturday Night Live audition. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked this video if you like my monologue, because that was acting. Now, here's some NASCAR shit, which I love, by the way. It's my favorite. It's the best. Watching cars go in a circle. Love it. Absolutely, John. Love it. Oh, God.
All plans cover doctor visits, prescriptions, emergency care, and more. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll by December 15th.
Willie sped past the competition on Sunday to win the 2023 NASCAR Cup Series champion. Please welcome to the show, Ryan Blaney. Very impressive trophy you got there.
Yeah, it's hard to tote around. Yeah, big
I mean,
case.
Ryan, that's a big cup. You know, do you see what they give the F1 drivers when they win? They give them like something like this big.
Yeah, they definitely didn't shy away from the size of this, but it's neat. I'm excited to drink out of it.
Yeah.
This is your first NASCAR Cup Series title, right?
Yeah, my first one. Yeah, first one for me. Back-to-back championships for our team, for Roger Penske, and that's massive. It's something he hasn't done before, so it was nice to be a part of that.
Yeah.
So you came in second. You were the runner-up in the actual race. How does that work to be able to win?
Yeah, our playoffs and our system is different than other sports, right? I mean, even though only 4 of us are racing for the championship in Phoenix, there's still a full field. There's still 40 cars competing. So there's a race within a race going on.
Gotcha.
So us 4 are really paying attention to each other.
Just as long as you finish in front of
one of the other
4 guys.
Yeah, and so you can run second and still win it.
Okay.
That's what happens.
So listen to this. Ryan's sister is dating one of the other drivers.
Yeah.
One of the guys, one of the 4,
right?
One of the 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Very smart,
Tell
right?
me about
Very smart.
what is Thanksgiving gonna look like? Tell me about Thanksgiving.
I think it'll be good. I think he'll still come.
Do you want me there to host it
You
so I
might.
can stir up some trouble?
You should.
Yeah.
You should. But no, William Byron and my sister Erin, they've been dating for like 4 years, and it's pretty neat dynamic. He's a good guy. I like him. I told her, if you had your pick, that's like the one I'd want you to pick.
Of all the drivers.
Of all the younger guys that she could date, he's like the best one. But no, she was an emotional wreck on Sunday because it's like, I have a brother in it. I'm cheering for him. I love him. And I also love my boyfriend. So it's like, who do I pick? And,
Oh, that's a good question.
yeah.
Remind me to bring that up at Thanksgiving.
Okay. Hey, Ryan, we need to take a little break. And when we come back, we'll talk about the winning blood. The winning being in his blood. When we come back.
Still ahead on Live, UFC champion Sean O'Malley.
When you're ready to begin treatment for chronic lymphocytic
$650-4071. That's 1-866-650-4071.
With newly named NASCAR Cup Series champ Ryan Blaney. All right, so racing is in your blood. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I grew up around the sport. My grandfather was a dirt racer from the 60s all the way till the 2000s.
Wow.
My dad was a dirt track driver from Ohio. And then he transitioned to NASCAR in the early 2000s. I just grew up around it. I just grew up wanting to be like my dad. And I was really lucky to have a shot to do what he did, and to race and, to look back on that stuff, my childhood and being around the racetracks and the shops and having a dad to look up to. And then, him still support me, our championship weekend. I think my mom's the biggest MVP though, too. I mean, how much she sacrificed when I was a kid. So it was amazing to have the whole family.
That had to be very emotional for them.
It definitely was. And I think for everybody, you know, my mom, dad, sisters, me, a lot of people went into it. A lot of people helped me out along the way and supported me. And that's something I'll never be able to thank them enough for.
How will you celebrate?
Well, I'm here today.
Yeah, I know. After that.
Yeah, I don't know. We get home tonight, and I'm just excited to see everybody. You know, because there's hundreds of people that work at our race shop. I mean, we have over 400 employees, and amazing men and women there that put so much effort into our sport and what we do. That they deserve as much of it as I do. That's personally. Great. So to see them this week is going to be awesome.
Hey, congratulations. Thank you. Come back next year when you win it again. All right. Congratulations, Ryan. Thank you for being here. Come up next, UFC champion Sean O'Malley.
Tomorrow on Live, from the new game show 007 1 in a Million, Ryan Cox.
The world's greatest magicians come together live on stage for a holiday spectacular. The illusionist magic of the holidays.
1 week only, November 21st through the 26th. Tickets at BroadwayandChicago.com.
Watch me. Here I stand on my own 2 feet.
Live on stage for a holiday spectacular. The illusionist magic of the holidays.
1 week only, November 21st through the 26th. Tickets at BroadwayandChicago.com.
Welcome back. Very exciting. Our next guest is the UFC bantamweight champion. Please welcome Sugar Sean O'Malley.
You know what? You did not disappoint.
Couldn't.
I feel like I know you from watching your fights with Mark. You're 5'11", and you're
6 foot.
Okay, you're 6 foot.
Depends. Yeah,
And
on the day.
your fighting weight is 135.
Yep.
Explain to me how that is possible.
Yeah, so right now I'm probably about 160.
Okay.
Doesn't really make sense. I don't know why we do it, but we got to do it because if I fought at my natural weight right now, I would be fighting guys at 155. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with Islam.
Yeah,
champ.
big guy.
I don't want to fight that dude.
No.
Scary guy.
Yeah.
Scary guy.
So I got to, cut weight and fight the littler guys.
So when you start training camp, where you're at 160 or 155?
Yeah, I'm probably about 160 right now. I'd like to do 12-week camps, 10 to 12 weeks, dialed in, disciplined, just living as healthy as possible. Diet down to about 150, and then fight week, lose the rest.
15 pounds in a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is off topic. How long do you think it would take you to submit Mark in a rear naked choke?
30 seconds.
30 seconds. I say like 8 seconds.
Maybe
10
less.
seconds.
Yeah.
So you weigh in at 135 for the weigh-in, and then on fight night, what do you think you weigh?
Typically around 152, 153. Yeah.
And lethal.
Yeah, very.
Were you always athletic?
Yeah, I grew up playing football, basketball, soccer, baseball since I was like 4 or 5 years old, all the way up until I was about 16. I started kickboxing.
And that
got
appealed to you.
It was just kind of it was the one-on-one aspect that I really liked because I grew up playing team sports, and I just I never felt like I got the shine I wanted. So I was like, well, this one-on-one, let me try that, and it just kind of came natural.
Oh yeah, when they lock that cage, that's it.
Yeah,
it's just you and the other guy.
But you must not get hit a lot because you still look handsome. Your face is very there's nothing wrong. I don't see a lot of
my nose
damage.
is a little to the left, but
it doesn't look from this angle. It looks perfect.
Yeah,
It's a tough sport. A lot of injuries.
Yeah.
What's the worst one you've sustained?
My second UFC fight, I threw a head kick and then I landed and I went to throw a right hand and the top of my foot snapped and I fought for 3 minutes hopping on one foot. Luckily, the kid took me down. But I was clearly in a lot of pain, hopping on one foot. But yeah, that was the worst injury. It was a Liz Frank surgery, and it took me literally 2 years to
get back.
Yeah, get back.
Do you cold plunge?
I love the cold plunge. I felt like I hit the wave before. Everyone had a cold plunge.
He loves the cold plunge.
I love it.
Love it, right?
Love.
Like, I don't love it, but I love
Well,
it.
there's nothing like I hate the 5 minutes before I walk into it, but I love the 5 minutes after I get out.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's a love-hate.
I really don't even understand what either of you are talking about.
You ever get in?
Never.
She won't
I
get
won't
in.
even
You wouldn't
put my,
regret it.
No, my feet got cold standing next to the cold plunge we had on this show, and that's all I needed to know.
Yeah, it's definitely not fun. It's
Yeah.
not like, let's go cold plunge and hang out.
So, how did you get the nickname Sugar?
My first coach, Johnny Aho, I'm from Helena, Montana. He said I was just so sweet to watch. Yeah, so sugar. Kind of, that's
I like it. I thought it was because you always have, when you fight, you always have like sort of candy colored hair. And I thought maybe you were into candy.
No, I don't like candy.
You don't like candy?
No.
Not
Good
even
for
on
you.
a cheat day?
Well, a cheat day, I don't like a cheeseburger or something, but I try to stick away from candy.
Yeah, sugar.
Yeah.
That. Big fight coming up, just announced. Who are you fighting?
Yeah. Cheeto Rivera. In March. No specific date, no specific location, but I'm getting that fight back, and I'm defending the belt.
Excellent.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you fought him before?
I fought him before, yeah.
So you know his weak spots?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Guy's got a lot of tattoos. You got a lot of tattoos.
Yeah.
It'll be a tattoo fight.
I'm gonna tattoo his face.
Do you want to practice on Mark?
No. This is Sean. Thank you so much for coming. Please come back.
There's a big fight this weekend. Prohaska against Fajeda. The UFC here at Madison Square Garden. Visit our website for more info. What's next? Great Getaways for foodies.
Enter fall into the holidays web trivia, and you can have the chance to win the Roomba i3 Plus from iRobot. Just go to livewithkellyandmark.com to enter today. Next.
Oh, the next 306. The fire intern. The intern that we fired for messing up
Ryan Cox from 007 Road to a Million. Plus, Ian Somerhalder from Common Ground.
Mark, every time he gets a new device, he finds a new way to ignore me on that device.
I'm sorry. Oh, you went for the boot grab.
She runs in place.
Friday doorbuster.
Buy 2 windows, get 2 free, and for a limited...
Are you serious?
Visit us at UnitedVeinCenters.com.
Great Getaways Week continues today with some incredible destinations for all you foodies out there. So please welcome back Travel and Leisure Editor-in-Chief Jacqui Gifford. So what are the top spots for foodies?
We're going to start in Philadelphia. I think
we know that.
Okay.
Yes.
Selfishly, my hometown, I have to say it's one of the most diverse, interesting food cities in the country. So many great chefs doing special things there. Also great markets. Reading Terminal Market. You can go try Pennsylvania Dutch specialties. The Southeast Asian Market. A great restaurant is Zahav. I don't know if you've been there.
I've not been to
Michael Solomonov. It is one of the best restaurants in the city. Still hard to get into. If you can't get in there, try Laser Wolf, which is his other place. He's built this whole empire there. And then Chef Greg Vernick Fish, awesome, which is great for seafood, crudos.
Something tells me that Kelly's not going to have any problem getting into any of those restaurants.
I don't know if you've been there.
I've not been to
Michael Solomonov. It is one of the best restaurants in the city. Still hard to get into. If you can't get in there, try Laser Wolf, which is his other place. He's built this whole empire there. And then Chef Greg Vernick Fish, awesome, which is great for seafood, crudos. I just think Philadelphia is great, right?
It is a great
We've had
city.
some great meals there.
Yes, we've had some of
what's
our
next?
favorites.
San Francisco, moving to the West Coast,
Okay.
the most restaurant-dense city in the country.
It is.
It's so great in terms of the local produce, the seafood, the Ferry Building Marketplace, a historic landmark dating to 1898. To the oysters, the tacos. Across the street is Boudin Bakery, opened in 1849.
Best sourdough bread.
Totally, the best sourdough bread. And then a Mission burrito. You have to go to the historically Latino Mission District. A Mission burrito is like 5 meals in one. Try multiple restaurants. And again, San Francisco, just so known for its food. And I think, again, you want want to try multiple places and spend like a long weekend there.
Okay, what's next?
Fort Worth, Texas. Great. It's the third fastest growing city in the country. Great for barbecue. Goldie's is a cool spot. 5 childhood friends started this, known for their barbecue. And then Sammy's is another barbecue spot with a female pitmaster, Mackenzie Elkins.
Incredible.
Yeah.
We have to take a break. We're going to check out some more travel food destinations with Jacqui Gifford when we return. Stick around.
Live is partnered with Expedia Group to unveil.
And you know what? Go to this barbecue place. Why? Is it because of the food? No, because a female pitmaster is there. So support the girls. How about good food? Who cares about a female pitmaster? Is not even a special thing anymore.
Visit us at UnitedVaneCenters.com.
Great Getaways Week continues today with some incredible destinations for all you foodies out there. So please welcome back Travel and Leisure Editor-in-Chief Jacqui Gifford. So what are the top spots for foodies?
We're going to start in Philadelphia. I think
We know that.
Okay.
Yes.
Selfishly, my hometown, I have to say it's one of the most diverse, interesting food cities in the country. So many great chefs doing special things there. Also great markets.
We knew that. Yeah, you know that because you're fed everything before.
Travel and Leisure Editor-in-Chief Jacqui Gifford. So what are the top spots for foodies?
We're going to start in Philadelphia. I think
We know that.
Okay.
Yes.
Selfishly, my hometown, I have to say it's.
You're not saying New York or Chicago because those are too obvious.
So what are the top spots for foodies?
We're going to start in Philadelphia. I think
We know that.
Okay.
Yes.
Come in with Megan Malone and Jelly Roll and K. Michelle.
The CMA Awards live.
Wednesday on ABC.
Discussing destinations for foodies. Okay, where should we go next?
Oh, Greenville, South Carolina. I was there last fall. First of all, this time of year is beautiful. And they have over 200 restaurants in the heart of downtown, 85% of which are local. So they're not tied to a national chain. Sobeys was one of the first places to open up and really revitalize the downtown area. You can get fried green tomatoes, all that great Southern food. And then Scoundrel is a new place. It's a French bistro. So if you want something more upscale, both have great wine lists too.
Great. What's next?
Asheville, North Carolina, another place I love in the South, Blue Ridge Mountain Town, fall, great time of year to go. They have some really interesting, diverse restaurants. Chef Marwan Irwani opened Chai Pani. It's known for its Indian street food snacks. Great. He also has a spice company called Spice Walla. And then breweries. Asheville is big for breweries. And Seven Clams Brewing is great. And it's indigenous owned. Morgan Al Chris started it. It's amazing.
Incredible. Our last place.
Miami. I mean, who isn't going to Miami? They just debuted their Michelin guide. You have to try some great Cuban food. We've got Havana Harry's. It opened in the 90s in Coral Gables. Great Cuban food. And then the first Asian food hall just opened in Miami. It's called 1-800-LUCKY. You go and try banh mi and ramen and also jeepney, which specializes in Filipino food.
I'm starving.
I know.
I'm starving now. That's why I wore the
You pressed our hunger button.
Yeah, thank you, Jacqui, so much.
you.
We appreciate it.
Be sure to check out the latest edition of Travel and Leisure and go to our website for all of today's information and more. We'll be right back.
Tomorrow on Live, Ian Summerhalder.
Support. Cunol, the brand I trust. Sure, go for it. Hey, welcome to the inbox. Christina from Uniondale, New York said, I love the conversation between Mark and Kelly this morning about not hearing what each other says. After 53 years of marriage, we have this conversation at least twice a day. I even say, please confirm that you've heard me by saying yes or by grunting. When I get a grunt, he still later claims I never said that to him.
Same. Same, sis. Same. Let's see here. Don't know the scrunch face would become a trend, said Gina Hemberger from Greensburg, PA. I think that's more the Miley Cyrus tongue face.
Yeah, I do too. Hey, I think Melanie Hartley from Groton, Connecticut said, I think Mark does a scrunch face as well. Look at that. I love it.
Yeah. Ontario, says Benda Ringer from Cambridge, Ontario. Ontario passed a bill in 2020 to ditch the time change, but it will only come into effect if Quebec and New York follow.
Let's go. Let's go, Quebec.
Let's go, Quebec and New York.
Come on, Quebec. Let's go. Eleanor Baird from Augusta, Georgia said, Kelly, I think you should go for that bob cut. You have a pretty face and a jawline, and I think a new cut would be right on you.
You know, I always say that to myself until I do it. And then I realize I don't, and I don't, and I shouldn't have. And it's so much more work.
The bob is.
But what our tribute caller said today made sense. She doesn't live amongst humidity.
No, she doesn't.
So you can get that bob blown out and
Yes.
stays blown out. Yeah.
He said it's so much work, but whose work is it so much of? Right? It's not, you're not doing any of the work. It's all your fucking professional assistants and the fucking live staff. It's all the hairdressers and makeup people at the show. So who cares if it's so much work? You're not doing any of it. You sit in a chair and you have a whole bunch of women pretend to kiss your ass and pretend to like you and do your work for you. So what do you care if it's so much work?
She doesn't live amongst humidity.
No, she doesn't.
So you can get that bob blown out and
Yes.
stays blown out. Yeah. Hey, tomorrow on the show, Brian Cox will be here.
Ian Summerholder will be here.
And tour tourism, how to travel with your favorite artists in the music scene on tour.
Look, she took a picture of the TV from earlier
Hartley
in that
from
day.
Groton, Connecticut said, I think Mark does a scrunch face as well. Look at that.
Take a picture of the TV and you email it real quick.
That's not.
Right now. Disorder in the court. Former President Trump is openly defiant while testifying at his New York fraud trial.
I think we did was absolutely right.
Numbers, my friends, don't lie. Will Trump's behavior and self-righteousness help or hurt his case? Plus, one of the biggest media moguls in showbiz, Tyler Perry, is live to talk about being in the spotlight of the new documentary, Maxine's Baby, the Tyler Perry story. And the woman who discovered she was the missing child known as Baby Holly 42 years later shares how she handled the truth about her.
Oh, isn't that sweet? Okay. Well, that's the end of that episode.
I love playing on the road, man. You know, there's nothing better than, you know,
November 7th.
60,000 on Dead Ass Island after you make a outstanding play. And then you egg them on a little bit. And
Oh, God.
you give them,
Pat McAfee's such a douchebag. Anyway, that's the end of season, 2, episode 40. I don't give a fuck. Thanks to all of our guests. 46, November 7th. I'll see you next time. I have no advice because you know what my advice is? Don't give your bag full of advice to a fucking leprechaun because they don't exist. It's just a fucking drunk old Irish man who had his knees cut off from a bookie back in the 60s when he was in college and he was trying to bet on the all-female basketball team to beat the Harlem Globetrotters. Doesn't work. All right. Hey, be a squirrel and suck a nut.